Hi everyone, it's Susan Winter here, best-selling author and relationship expert. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are subscribers, thank you for coming back each week. Thank you for joining me on the live shows on Thursdays. And if you're new, I really hope that you enjoy this discussion. Today I'm talking about the changing models of relationships that we're experiencing. This is a conversation for those of you who are growing spiritually, that have a growth mindset, and that maybe you are noticing for the first time that the relationships that you're attracting, the people that are coming into your life, and the relationships that inspire you the most and excite you are kind of in a realm of, I don't quite know how to explain what I've got with this person, but I feel it and I know it and I'm following that scent. So this is the evolution of who we are. We have had to date roles and lines and categories and instructions for how to do the formula, okay? And that exists, and many people want that. It works for them, that's fine. There are other people who are a little bit other-minded, and as they have grown on their track, they realize that some of the traditional components are what they want, others are not, and that as they have evolved spiritually, physically, emotionally, in success, they need some kind of hybrid version of a relationship to suit the truth of who they are today. And so I encourage all of you, if you are growing, and if you are expanding, and if you are coming up against this very interesting but uncomfortable moment in your life when you are in a relationship that you're having to kind of define it and go by instinct, improvise, because it's going in directions you haven't quite gone in before, or it doesn't meet certain standards that you would expect, and yet it exceeds your expectations in other areas. I would encourage you to go on this exploration because, like all areas of vibrant, true growth, you're being called. You're being called by something far greater than you that's exciting you and interesting you and that's keeping you in this discovery phase of what this is. We don't know that we will utilize all the breadth of what we discover. Sometimes expansion is testing new waters, and then it's making decisions about what components you want to keep in your relationship and what you don't. Can these relationships sometimes be volatile and confusing like a twin flame? Absolutely. Can they sometimes be difficult for you to explain to your friends and make it seem valid, even to yourself at times? Yeah. But I think the bigger question here, and the bigger excitement, really, for somebody like me watching this happen, is that not everybody goes here. Not everybody's called to go outside of the lines. And if that is your true organic calling, please, it's not a trend. Don't do it that way. It doesn't work. But if you meet somebody and the urge and the need to explore who they are and what they're offering you is new, and challenging, but exciting, and things are a little bit different than what you expected, I would urge you to understand that it's been placed in front of you to make a decision. Is this something I'd like to explore, or is it not? Understanding that every piece of how we express ourselves in a relationship is a piece that we can amend, keep, look at, throw away, put in the back closet someplace and take it out at a later time. It's just that if you're curious, life will come to you. And sometimes it'll give you something that you can't even explain yourself. But it's okay. And I'd urge you to not allow outer voices to make you think you're a failure, or you're doing something wrong, or you're hurting yourself, and well, where is this going? Because sometimes these things, when they're a growth cycle, aren't really going anywhere that's going to be, oh, this is forever, we're going to be a couple. It might not even look like a couple, but it's real, and you're learning something. And the strange and interesting and beautiful aspect of this is that it's not even about the person you're with. And if you're aware of that, and there's the observer and the person experiencing it, and you're aware of the fact that I like this person, but I'm really aware that it's what I'm experiencing in this moment and getting from them that is the juice of this. It's like a piece to your puzzle, and you know it. That you get to keep. So the person becomes the vehicle of discovery, the relationship was the format, but then you have this aspect to yourself. And you can take it on the road. Like I said, you can do anything you want with it. You can say, that was cool. I don't think it's for me. Or you can go, wow, I think I like what I've discovered here. How could I format that and put that into a relationship model that works for me? So I guess this is I'm trying to be very specific in areas that are not specific, but you may be called into a relationship model that is exciting, dynamic, unpredictable, unknown to you, and hard to describe. But take heart. They don't happen by accident. It might be something a lot of fun for you to discover, but at all times and always trust yourself, listen to yourself, follow your own intuitive guidance, and understand that if you're being called to explore and discover new things, it's because you're strong enough to do so. Have good boundaries, know yourself, and allow yourself to expand, because the world is changing and we are evolving and growing, and it would be ridiculous to try to keep our relationship static and in a box. You might have noticed that didn't work so well at the end of the last century. So relationships have to grow. And don't be afraid to grow within your relationship. Thank you very much, Susan Winter, for SusanWinter.net. If you want to discuss your relationship, what it is, how to grow it, check out SusanWinter.net, my consultation page. Happy to work with you. If you'd like to hear this on Spotify or iHeartRadio instead of watch it, please do so, The Susan Winter Show, and sign up for my newsletters on the homepage of my website. Thank you, everyone.